Hi, people. I'm back. Stacy Hazlitt. Remember me, right? Anyhow, I got about three issues I got to talk to you about. First issue is God sent me a message that I was told a long time ago that I am a prophet. And God sent me a message to make sure when I talk to clarify things that I say are not prophecies. When they are, I'm to let you know they are prophecies. Not everything I say is a prophecy. He's been kind of reading my mind. There's things that I'd like to talk about. I really don't want to put across my channel. Uh, Things going on in the world right now, but things I called out. My prophecies is what I did. I never considered myself a prophet, but God told me I am, and this is what I do. But He told me to make sure that when I have a call out of a prophecy, to let you know that's what it is. All my conversation is not prophecy. Just because I am a prophet doesn't mean everything I say is. So I have to get that issue across straight so everybody knows. Everybody gets it right. So that was my first thing on the agenda. The second thing on my agenda is uh, when I started getting around with the Foots, they started coming here, and I used to deal with, used to be Robin Lynn. Robin Lynn was telepathic with him. I met her on Good Morning America. We communicated, and she communicates with the Foots. And I told her what I did, and like I'm trying to tell her, and I'm like, lady, you ain't gonna believe what I'm telling you. She said, yes, I will. Well, yeah, she believes it because she knows that this is what happens. But anyway, she told me way back then, and I'm not the only one that does this. I thought at that time, Bigfoot comes to my house, introduces himself to me, and hanging around here all the time. I'm like, I'm the only one in the world. Everybody's looking for the Bigfoot. No, I'm not. She told me about 100 people in the United States at that time communicate with a Bigfoot. So I've only met a few that do, not quite on the same basis as what I'm on, but they communicate with them. And I don't I don't go out and research things that people say about what they do with the Foots or where they're at and listen to all the stories about the Bigfoot. I live with them. I feel them. They're part of my makeup now. Uh, I'm part of a clan. But I do have somebody did present something to me, told me to look it up, and that I would like it and be impressed with it, and I am. Lady known as Kathleen Odom. She just passed away a few years ago, just recently, and I'm sorry I didn't know about her before, but she definitely communicates with the Foots, and she says things. I want you to look her up, Kathleen Odom, because what I seen in her, she can verbally put out not messages, but she can speak more fluently with the feel of the Foots. I can't get that out of my mouth. I don't know how to explain the feelings I have for the Foots, the way I deal with them, and what's going on. And I listen to her, and she hits it right on the money. I'm not going to sit here and quote what she said or nothing like that. You go look at her. And what she's saying is right on the money with how I feel, with what I can't get those words out of my mouth like she does. But yeah, she communicated with them, but she's passed away just a few years ago, I guess. But She's dealt with them quite a while. And that's one of the main things I want to get across to you. Check her out. Now, let me tell you what happened night before last. Everybody's out in the kitchen. All of a sudden, the dogs start carrying on. And Sharon says, "There's somebody on the porch out back." Well, this is like 10, 10 o'clock at night or something like that. Nobody comes up here at 10 o'clock at night, not in the middle of the woods. So I had to put my shoes on, go to the door, and go out and look. Ain't nobody there. She heard somebody on the porch. I mean, Donna heard it, she heard it, and the dogs heard it before either of us did. So, I have the two little Chiweenies, and one of them's real sensitive to things going on. He can see orbs and all kind of stuff. But anyway, uh, I go outside. As soon as I walk out the door, wham, I hear them. I got a group out here. I got a group of foots out here in my yard, somewhere close. And I'm sitting talking to them for a while, and I'm starting to recognize the sound out of all of them. And I'm thinking, "Flower, are you here?" And I'm thinking, "This is Flower. Flower's come to visit." I was thrilled. I mean, I really was. I still am. But I still have my two protectors watching over me, male and a female. For the life of me, I cannot pronounce her name. I'm going to work on it so I can tell you her name. Her mate's name, I do not know. It's never been said to me. But they are always with me. And that probably was with who was out here with Flower when she showed up. But anyway, I talked to somebody that's sensitive to the foots. And I said, "Hey, did you know Flower?" She says, "Yeah, she was there. Flower come visit you." Wow. That's really something. I mean, it's been a long time since I've heard her. I recognize her sound. That sound I recognize. Now, someday I'm going to start seriously working hard at it in my meditation. Somehow I have to communicate with them better. I want to be able to talk directly to them. My mind's 300 miles an hour. Sharon, she might speak with them in a minute. She's done it with several. And she doesn't want to. She still thinks they come from evil, but that's her story. She says they're not evil, but they've come from evil, she thinks. Well, I know God's created everything's out here. So I know they're not bad. I mean, there's bad ones that have been demonic, become demonic or whatever, like I've said before. And those are being wiped out. I had that feeling a long time ago that kind of come to me that the good foots will overcome the bad foots. That was the basis of my thoughts. And it's happening that way. And there's a big change coming. There's a lot coming here in the near future. There's a lot will be said about me and what I do. Big change is coming. This is everything the Foots talked about. The resolve, that they knew it. I told everybody about it and they knew it. That's what they've done. Those are not prophecies. Those are things that the Foots have told me. I'm not prophesizing nothing right now. I've only had a few prophecies that amounted to anything that, like everything going on in this world right now with our government and things going on, I called out way back when Trump first got into office on his first term. Everything come right out of my mouth was I have no thought of. That's why today I can't remember half of it. I used to have to ask Matt, the guy. I was at Matt's house when I prophesied this. I didn't know it was a prophecy. I didn't know what it was. Just something comes out of my mouth. And his wife, she remembers things I don't remember. The more I talk about it, the more things come up. So I'm going to run it by you one more time so you'll know what I said. And I said this 2 months after Trump was in office, approximately. I don't have a date. I said, Matt was on his computer watching all the politics, and I'm getting ready to go out the door. And Matt said something to me, and I just stopped, turned around, and I said, Matt, that's not a battle between Democrats and Republicans. That's a battle between good and evil. I said, all the corruption is going to be wiped out. The corrupt will be dealt with. There will be military tribunals. There will be executions. We're going to get a paycheck. How that got in the middle of that, I don't know, but that's how it come out of my mouth. Then I said, 70% of Congress will be gone. So from that day to whatever, you can check, see how many congressmen have left since that day if you want. There's supposed to be 70% of Congress will be gone. I guess evidently replaced with others, probably because of a lot of corruption. I said, I can't even remember. Michelle's not here, and I can't ask her. I have a hard time remembering because it was never my thoughts. Things come out of my mouth. They're not my thoughts. If this would have been my thoughts, I could have kind of remembered it. I have a hard time remembering it. But when I got done with that, I said, everything will be good after that. Everything will be good, which told me there's not going to be a third world war. So I don't know, but that was my first prophecy. It just jumped out of my mouth that people needed to know. Not the first prophecy I ever had. I've done this all my life. There was nothing, I'm a nobody. Who's going to listen to anything I got to say? But the things I said, they all happened. And I proved that to you by Trump declaring going to take over for the 51 Canada for a 51st state. That ain't over with. That's not over with. I called that out a few years back. That's one of the things that it just come out. How that happened? I was taking a shower, come out of the shower, drying off, getting dressed, walked over to Sharon sitting in a chair, and I walked over and I says, "Do you know we're going to be Canada?" And I'm kind of looking at myself like, "What the hell did I just say?" Made no sense to me. We're going to be Canada. That's what come out of my mouth. I can remember that one. That was short, but some of these things are long. I don't remember. So that's what my prophecies are when I do them like that. I didn't know they were prophecies. They were just call outs and whatever, channeling. I've been told it was channeling. God said I'm a prophet. So I have to go with what God says. I'm a prophet. So there we are. And hopefully I can bring more to you with that type thing. The only thing I can come up with right now from the foots is I have two with me, always with me, and flowers showed up. I don't know if I told you about it or not. Maybe this thing I might not have told you about. My buddy Jack and Terry, the ones who are on the witness thing, that they've seen the foots here, the dog man and everything. They've witnessed it being here. So flowers gone. I have two new people watching over me. And Jack hadn't been around for a while, and he went down to the lake one day I didn't even know he was here. He just does that. That's fine. Him and Terry, they just go to the lake whenever they want. But he went down the lake and went fishing. Somebody started throwing rocks at him. He's like, what? I mean, he's watched them here. They know he's here and everything else, but I think my two protectors didn't know who he was or what he was doing. They was running him off. I think that's why. I don't think there's any other reason, but they ran him off. He got his little boat and got in his car and left. So I just took it as the fact that my two protectors weren't familiar with him and didn't think he needed to be here. So that's kind of the latest of what's going on. Uh, I'm hoping all you people can understand what I'm telling you about me having a relationship with God. I just blew me away. Like I said, Gabriel was the first to talk to me. Then I ended up with Michael, and then talking to God, which I call Father now. Because from what He is my Father. That's just the way that is. And I hope you people can understand what I'm saying. I hope you people can follow what I'm saying. Put your faith in God, because I'm not. I've told all of you I've never been much about religions. God is not a religion. God is God. And religions are little rules from this to that, what they want to be about God, and that's the way their rules are. I deal with God. I'm trying to follow His rules between Him and me. I'm doing my best. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's supposed to go really good. And I just hope I can let you people understand this is no joke. This is no joke. Uh, like uh, Robin Lynn said back then, there's 100 or so people that do what you do with the foots. They talk to them. Okay. Well, I don't know how many people God talked to like He talks to me. Maybe more, but right now I'm the one that I'm worried about and have concern with. And according to Him, I'm pretty priority with Him for some reason. So I've had, if you go look at my comments, I don't know where these people come up with what they've come up with, or in fact, they might be with God. But a couple people said that I'm a chosen one. Well, kind of hard to take in. How many people deal with the foots the way I deal with them, and other things that I do? How many people are prophets? Maybe I am the chosen one. I don't know. I'm being told it. Yes, that's what I'm being told. So hopefully, be able to help everybody out. Be able to help everybody there is. So try not to dismiss what I'm saying. Try to get this all right and important to me. And believe it or not, it's going to be important to you. You know, there's something coming, and a lot of people going to heaven. A lot of them have to earn their way, more or less. I mean, I don't know what that deal is, but they can go later, but some are already going to go. And that's the way that is. I've been told that much. Don't ask me to quote scriptures and all the stuff out of the Bible. I know nothing of that right now. I was told to read the Bible, and I haven't had a chance to do any of it. I just come in just shortly ago from cutting grass, trying to catch up. It's been raining every day, and now I've had to go out here and cut all this grass. Well, I had a dry day. So I'm sure some of you understand that. And vehicle problems and water problems and just a lot of stuff going on at one time. I'm trying to get caught up. So it's looking better. But my main thing is whatever God wants, I will do. That's what I said I'd do. That's what I commit to. And over all my years, 76 years of being me, anybody will tell you when I commit to something, that's what I commit to. If I haven't committed to a lot, but what I do commit to is solid. That's the way I am. That's one thing God does see in me. Now, if I'm smart enough to do what He wants and keep Him happy, that's another story. When I say I want to do something, that's what I do. And like I can't lie about none of this. Anybody would come in here and tell lies about talking to God is a fool. That's a foolish thing to do. So bear with me and we'll see how this all goes. There's more coming about the foots. I just don't uh, have nothing right now. I've been really busy. I've had my two protectors with me. Flowers showed up. That was astonishing. That made my whole week. That was great. So, and I know you people don't know. How do you know that was flower? I said, you have to live my life to understand some of the things that goes on in it. That's why I tell you to go watch Kathleen Odom. She can put a lot in perspective with the way she talks about things that I cannot say. It won't come out of my mouth right, but she does talk about it right. And I really feel bad that she's passed away without me ever getting to meet her or talk to her. Yeah, she had it together. So anyway, I'm doing the best I can, trying to keep you guys happy, giving you as much information as I can give you. And there's not a lot happening with the foots right now. I haven't seen the dog man this year. Uh, the orbs, nothing. It's been really quiet. I think that's got a lot to do with the fact that I'm told the Earth's vibration is changing. It's turned into a better vibration, and that's good. And oh, I know Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, he is taking wars all over the country, all over the world, and stopping them. They've got peace in a lot of these places that you'd never thought would ever be peace. They got ceasefires. He's got the whole world calmed down. And right now, I don't know what all, I don't follow him real close, but all I know is that there's no wars going on right now. There's all winter ceasefires, and I don't know if that'll change the vibration of the earth. Uh, like I said, there's not going to be a third world war, and I think that might have been some of the threat of what kept the vibration of the earth going in the manner it was going, because there was a lot of tension with all that all around the world. That's eased up a little bit. Maybe that's the vibration. I don't know. I'm not that spiritual enough to dig into all that to tell you that. Someday I'll be able to tell you more. Right now, I'm not. I can't tell you things I don't really know about. I just am speculating on a lot of this. Like I said, this is no prophecies. I am not speaking prophecies right now. When I have a prophecy, I will definitely tell you. This is a prophecy. Here's what I said. Or it might happen while I'm doing a video. I don't know. I never know when I can't call them to come to me or nothing. They just come out of my mouth. None of my thoughts. That's what comes out of my mouth. So I hope you all can understand this. Uh, bear with me. Don't go away. Uh, ain't got much more to say. It's like I'm sorry I haven't had no videos out lately. But I can't make things up. If things happen, I do a video. Uh, sometimes I can do videos on some comments. I ain't getting a lot, but some people ask questions, and Oh, one thing somebody asked me about was 3 days of darkness. It's supposed to happen a while back. That is on hold due to the fact vibration of the earth changed. And there's more people like getting on board, which is changing things with that. So when all these changes occur, know more about the 3 days of darkness. Say, let me tell you kind of what I hear, and that's what it is. So I'm gonna let you go for now, and hope you enjoy the video. And I'm sorry I'm so boring with it, but it's my life and the way it is. I just can't go out there and look for action every day. I can't go out there and jump in the backyard and say, hey, here's I'm out here at a campfire with my foot or something. I can't do that. But I do tell you the truth. So I'll see you in the next video. I don't know when it'll be. This is number 133, I think. I think this is 133. So I'll mark it down as such. And yeah, we're doing pretty good. Oh, I know what I'll tell you about Sharon. Sharon's been a little sickly. If any of you can pray for her, pray for her. You know, she's been fighting with a little bit of cancer. She's been whipping it more or less, but she got some other problems. But pray for her health. That'd be nice of you. I might have some other things later I can talk to you about that with. Not Sharon, but other things. But God bless all of you. That's all I can say. And thank you for being here. I'll get back with you as soon as I possibly can.